But let's get into the predicted lineup. Tottenham against Newcastle.
I don't even know what to predict.
Yeah, Ange has been speaking in a press conference. What is the situation of the injuries coming into it?
Well, he said that Davis, Romero, Van de Ven not going to be seen probably till the back end of Jan. Richarlison, Mikey Moore are the next players to be back from injury, but they're not going to be available for this weekend. Destiny Doggy is going to be out for 6 weeks. Wilson Odebear set to be back around February, and Vicario February-March time. Bentancur is also suspended for this game because he bloody got a yellow card in the last game. Again, another thing we didn't need. And there's been illness coming through the camp as well. On top of all of this, there's been a bout of illness, and it means that the likes of Dragoshin, Forster, Archie Gray have all missed, and Madison have all missed big parts of training this week. And I don't know whether they've trained today, but this week they have definitely not been training. And you know, I don't know what other players might be affected come tomorrow. So, you know, I don't know who's going to play, who's not going to play. It's an absolute shit show at the moment. It's tough to see us putting out a team that can get a result. I mean, at the moment, yeah. I mean,
even without the injuries.
It's terrible.
I mean, even without the illness. But look, let's try and make a stab at it. We have no idea what players will or won't play because of the illness. In terms of in goal, I mean, I've heard that Fraser Forster hasn't trained all week because of the illness. We don't know what kind of state he's in. But do we go with Fraser? Do we go with Brandon?
What I would say with Fraser is he's experienced enough where does he, like, not saying he doesn't need to train, but like if he's fit on the day, you could probably just put him in.
But we don't know if he will be.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm just saying if he is, I reckon he puts him in. If he's fit, if he turns up on the day and he's like, you know, McGaffar, I've cut over it. I'm ready to play. I don't think he needs a whole week of training to be ready.
You know, there's a bigger frustration as well. Another frustration is that this game is the 12:30 on the Saturday. Like, if this game was on the Sunday, it would have given us like that extra day just to maybe get a few players back.
An extra day, you know, training as well, just to see who can get back. But yeah, we've got the earliest game as well. You know, all the circumstances are against us. But I guess should we put Brandon in?
I don't know, man. Oh, go for it. Put Brandon Austin in.
We're going to go with Brandon.
Brandon Austin to make his debut for Tottenham Hotspur. In terms of the right back, I think it will be Pedro Porro.
Yeah, I mean, someone who's hopefully fit. Pedro Porro, a week break. I thought he looked a lot better in the last game as well against Wolves. So hopefully he can carry on that good look. But he's got Anthony Gordon to contend with. Not an easy prospect. Gordon's in great form. I thought he'd been having an inconsistent season up until recently, Gordon, and now he's really turned it on. So, yeah, he's going to have a tough game.
Yeah, in terms of the centre-backs, another tricky situation because we've heard that Dragoshin and Gray have both been suffering as well. I mean, we don't have Dorrington even on this list.
No.
I do think both of them will play, though.
You think Gray and Dragoshin will both play?
I think so. I mean, they haven't trained all week, but what options do we have?
And Dragoshin played last game, not 100%.
And also, because Bentancur is out, Bissouma's going to have to play the 6 unless you play Berg. I don't know. It's just a mess.
It's an absolute mess. I guess we'll have to put Dragoshin in because he's a warrior. So I think he'll play. And Arch, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Dragoshin and Bissouma if Gray's not well and then put Bergvall in, but you know, that's only the players we've heard about being ill. Maybe there's more, but
yeah, there probably is more.
I guess we'll put Gray in. Ill Gray. Then left back, you've got Jed, who's going to have to play there.
Yeah, Jed Spence for short left back.
Jed's going to have to play there.
Then you're looking at the midfield. I mean, Bissouma's for sure.
Yeah, he has to play.
And then alongside him, I reckon it's probably going to be Kulusevski
and Sarr.
And Sarr, yeah.
Decky and Sarr, which is not terrible. You know, it's pretty.
And Sarr with a week's rest as well. Hopefully he hasn't had any sort of illness.
Decky as well, he was running on empty a bit. Even though he had a good game, you can still see he's running on empty a bit. So hopefully the rest would have done it really good.
100%. And, you know, these players were in desperate need for a week off. Take them out of game state situation. And that's exactly what they've had. So hopefully that midfield can stand up to scrutiny because you're looking at a Newcastle midfield that are so on it at the moment. They're playing at at the top of their game in terms of where they're at in the season. And we're going to need a midfield that can match up to them.
That's going to be the most important area. I know Isaac's in great form and stuff, but if you can kind of somehow win that midfield battle, I think you go a long way to being able to get a result in this game. That midfield battle is key. I think that's where United really lost it when I was watching them. That midfield completely ran rings around them.
Yeah.
So I think if those three are fit and at their best and they can compete with that Newcastle three, maybe we can somehow get a result.
Right wing, I think Brennan Johnson has got to play.
Yeah, Brennan obviously won the penalty last game. And also I remember last year against Newcastle had one of his better games. So up against Lewis Hall, but he's going to have to turn up.
Yeah, and Solanke and Sonny. I think that'll make up the 11.
Yeah, Sonny, Solanke up front, and Sonny on the left.
So that is our predicted lineup to take Newcastle on tomorrow at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So Brandon Austin in goal, Pedro Porro right back, Jed Spence left back, Archie Gray and Radu Dragusin at centre back, with Bissouma and Sarr and Kulusevski in midfield three. Hopefully it's Bissouma and Sarr in some sort of double pivot with Kulusevski as the 10, and then Brennan Johnson on the right, Sonny on the left, and Dom Solanke up top. So yeah, it's going to be very, very tricky situation, to put it lightly.
Yeah, and Newcastle, we've seen the form they're in. We've seen how well they're playing. So, look, we'll give it our best, I'm sure. But we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's our predicted lineup. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Me and Sim are going to be in the studio for the watch along tomorrow. Very much looking forward to you guys coming and having a bit of a laugh with us tomorrow. So yeah, join us at about 12:15 tomorrow for the watch along. But that is your predicted lineup.